Android. You all must be aware of this name. It's a mobile operating system ruling the mobile market for more than a decade. If you are watching this video from your smartphone, then there's a 80% chance that you might be watching this video from your mobile, which runs on Android operating system. Why I said so? Why is this OS ruling the mobile market? We will clear all your doubts and questions further in this video. So keep watching this till the last. So welcome back my dear friends. Today we will be explaining you everything you need to know about Android. Come on, let's get started and let's learn together. Android is a software package and Linux-based operating system for mobile devices such as tablet computers and smartphones. It is developed by Google and later the OHA, that is Open Handset Alliance. Java language is mainly used to write the Android code, even though other languages can be used. The goal of the Android project is to create a successful real-world product that improves the mobile experience for end users. Hey, wait a second. What did we mention just now? Open Handset Alliance? You might not be aware of this term, so let's explain it in short. The Open Handset Alliance OHA is a consortium of 84 firms to develop open standards for mobile devices. Member firms include several companies, which you can see it in your screen right now. The OHA was established on 5th November 2007, led by Google with 34 members, including mobile handset makers, application developers, some mobile carriers and chip makers. As part of its efforts to promote a unified Android platform, OHA members can contractually forbidden from producing devices that are based on incompatible forks of Android. Now let's move further to the history of Android. Android Incorporation was founded in Palo Alto, California in October 2003 by Andy Rubin, Rich Miner, Nick Sears and Chris White. The early intentions of the company were to develop an advanced operating system for digital cameras, and this was the basis of its pitch to investors in April 2004. The company then decided that the market for cameras was not large enough for its goals, and by 5 months later, it had diverted its efforts and was pitching Android on a handset operating system that would rival Symbian and Microsoft Windows Mobile. In July 2005, Google acquired Android Incorporation for at least $50 million. Its key employees include Rubin, Miner and White joined Google as part of the acquisition. By the arrival of Apple iPhone in the year 2007, Google has understood that Apple would be a tough competitor and they have to move forward with Android operating system for mobile market as soon as possible. On November 5, 2007, the Open Handset Alliance, a consortium of technology companies include Google, device manufacturers such as HTC, Motorola and Samsung, wireless carriers such as Sprint and T-Mobile and chipset makers such as Qualcomm and Texas Instruments, unveiled itself with a goal to develop the first truly open and comprehensive platform for mobile devices. The first commercially available smartphone running Android was the HTC Dream, also known as T-Mobile G1, announced on September 23, 2008. Since 2008, Android has seen numerous updates which has incrementally improved the operating system, adding new features and fixing bugs in previous releases. Each major release is named in alphabetical order after a dessert of sugary treat, with the first few Android versions which I will be showing you further. The version history of the Android mobile operating system began with the release of the Android Alpha in November 5, 2007. The first commercial version, Android 1.0, was released in September 2008. Android is continuously developed by Google and the Open Handset Alliance, and it has seen a number of updates to its base operating system since the initial release. Now, if we look forward into nomenclature of Android versions, Android A is version 1.0 and has no code name. Android B is version 1.1 and it's internally known as Petit 4. Ever since Android version 1.5 Cupcake, the nomenclature started and it's followed till now. Android 1.6 is Donut, Android 2.0 to 2.1 is Eclair, Android 2.2 to 2.2.3 is Froyo. Android 2.3 to 2.3.7 is Gingerbread. Android 3.0 to 3.2.6 is Honeycomb. Android 4.0 to 4.0.4 is Ice Cream Sandwich. Android 4.1 to 4.3.1 is Jelly Bean. Android 4.4 to 4.4.4 is KitKat. Android 5.0 to 5.1.1 is Lollipop. Android 6.0 to 6.0.1 is Marshmallow. Android 7.0 to 7.1.2 is Nougat. And finally, Android O, which is to be announced this year, has many speculations for its name. Some speculated names in the market right now are Oreo, Orelets, Oatmeal Cookie, etc. If you have a closer look in the nomenclature of Android version and these speculated names, all are names of the desserts. Google explained that since these devices make our life sweet, each Android version is named after a dessert. If you are using an older version of Android mobile, then you should keep it in mind that Google has completely stopped its support up to Android 4.3.1, that is Jelly Bean. Now, when we are talking about mobile operating system, Android is not alone here. Though Android is leading in mobile operating system, as you can see in the pie chart in front of you, alone Android has acquired 80% of the total market, while iOS is leading on the second position with just 16% of total, while PC's leading operating system, Windows, has barely managed 3% of the total, and other operating systems are struggling with remaining 1%. Now let's come to its software development part. As you all know, Android is an open source operating system, Java being the official language for Android development. That said, it is possible to develop C and C++ apps using the Android Native Development Kit, that is NDK. However, it isn't something that Google promotes. As Android is open source mobile operating system, it has an active community of developers and enthusiasts who use the Android Open Source Project, or AOSP in short, source code to develop and distribute their own modified versions of operating system. This community developed releases often bring new features and updates to devices faster than the official manufacturer or carrier channels, with a comparable level of quality, provide continued support for older devices that no longer receive official updates, or bring Android to devices that were officially released running other operating systems, such as the HP touchpad. Community releases often come pre-rooted and contain modifications not provided by the original vendor, such as the ability to overclock or over or underbolt the device processor. CyanogenMod was the most widely used community firmware, and CyanogenMod has been discontinued, and Lineage OS is the successor of CyanogenMod. The main hardware platform for Android is the ARM architecture, and now it's mainly 64-bit followed by 32-bit OS. Now coming to some bonus facts. Android is not only limited to smartphones. Google has developed several variations of Android for specific use cases, including Android Wear for wearable devices such as wristwatches, Android TV for television, Android Auto for cars, and Brillo later renamed Android Things for smart devices and Internet of Things. The open and customizable nature of Android allows device makers to use it on other electronics as well, including laptops, notebooks, smartbooks, cameras, headphones, home automation systems, game consoles, mirrors, media players, and landline telephones. So by now, we hope that you have understood everything about Android OS. Further, if you still have any doubts or query on Android, please let us know in the comment section down below. We hope you liked this video. If yes, please press the like button below and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because every day we make new videos just like this one. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to get high in life.